This is Meenakshi Dilip Birari, working as a assistant professor in chemistry at Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, Nasik. In previous lecture, we have studied Introduction to Errors and also the difference between accuracy and precision. We know that accuracy and precision are different. Accuracy describes the correctness of the measurement, while precision describes reproducibility of the measurement. Accuracy is generally expressed in terms of relative error, whereas precision it is expressed in terms of mean deviation or the relative mean deviation. So there are two aspects that must be considered while discussing the errors present in the set of analytical data. These are accuracy and precision. So to express the accuracy and precision, the different methods are used. So in today's lecture, we will see the different methods of expressing accuracy and precision. We know that accuracy indicates how close a measurement is to the accepted value. For example, we would expect a balance to read 100 grams if we placed a standard 100-gram weight on the balance. If it does not, then the balance is inaccurate. So, if we get the actual reading 100 grams and if the reading is not 100 gram, then the balance is inaccurate. So that accuracy indicates how close a measurement is to the accepted value. So accuracy can be defined as the degree of agreement between the measured value and the true value of measurement. Then precision, it indicates how close together or how repeatable the results are. A precise measuring instrument will give very nearly the same result each time which is used. So the precision of an instrument reflects the number of significant digits in a reading. So the precision can be defined as the degree of agreement between the replicate measurements of the same quantity or reproducibility of number of similar measurements under identical conditions. Precision, it can be measured in terms of mean deviation or the relative mean deviation. So accuracy refers to the agreement of a particular value with the true value, and precision refers to the degree of agreement among the several measurements made in the same manner. So accuracy and precision are different. Accuracy describes the correctness of the measurement, while precision describes reproducibility of the measurement. So in previous lecture we have studied the difference between accuracy and precision. So to express accuracy, the different methods are used. Accuracy is usually expressed and understood in terms of absolute error and relative error. So what is absolute error? The difference between the true value and the measured value or observed value with regard to sign is known as absolute error. So it can be given by the equation E is equal to O minus T in units of measurement, where E is equal to absolute error, O that is observed value, and T that is true value. So the absolute error means the difference between the true value and measured value or observed value with regards to the sign. It is expressed by using this equation E is equal to O minus T. For example, if a 2.72 gram sample of material is reported as 2.62 gram, the absolute error. So what is the absolute error? That is minus 0.10 gram. So the absolute error can be calculated by using this equation, E is equal to O minus T. So that is E is equal to 2.62 minus 2.72. So we get minus 0.10 gram. So the absolute error is minus 0.10 gram. So the error, which is known as a mean error, in case the observed value is the average average of several measurements. The absolute value of the error is not much useful unless the observed value is also given. So for example, an error of 0.2 milligram would not be significant if 1 kilogram of a salt were being weighed for a synthesis, but it would be significant if a 10 milligram organic sample were being weighed for microanalytical carbon hydrogen determination. To avoid this difficulty, a relative value of the error is often used. So the absolute value of the error is not much useful unless the observed value is also given. So absolute error can be obtained by using this equation, E is equal to O minus T. The accuracy, it is usually expressed and understood in terms of absolute and relative error. Now what is about relative error? So the absolute error, which is divided by the true value of the measurement, is called relative error. Relative error is usually expressed in terms of percentage or in parts per thousand, that is PPT. Relative error has no unit. For example, if a 2.72 gram sample of material is reported as 2.62 gram, the absolute error, it is minus 0.10 gram. We know that by using E is equal to O minus T, that is absolute error can be determined. So for this example, the absolute error is minus 0.10 gram, and the absolute error when divided by the true value of the measurement, we get the relative error. So what is the relative error for this example? That is minus 3.6%. So relative error, it is expressed in terms of percentage or in parts per thousand. So relative error is equal to absolute error divided by true value multiplied by 1000. It is expressed in terms of parts per thousand PPT or in terms of percentage. So absolute error divided by true value is equal to 100. So for this example, the absolute error is minus 0.10 gram and the true value, it is 2.72 gram. So that relative error can be calculated by using this formula, that is absolute error divided by true value into 100. So minus 0.10 divided by 2.72 into 100, we get the relative error, that is minus 3.6%. So the relative error, it is the absolute error divided by the true value of the measurement, and relative error has no unit. It is expressed in terms of percentage or in parts per thousand. Relative error is generally more informative and gives a better idea about the accuracy of the measurement. It is usually expressed in terms of percentage and also in parts per thousand, that is PPT. So we have the formula to express relative error in percentage, that is relative error is equal to absolute error divided by true value into 100, and in parts per thousand, relative error is equal to absolute error divided by true value into 1000. For example, if a 2.72 gram of sample of material is reported as 2.62 gram of the sample, then the absolute error is minus 0.10 gram, which is also calculated by using this formula. So the relative error obtained, that is minus 3.6%. Relative error is generally more informative and it gives a better idea about the accuracy of the measurement. For example, assume that two values are measured with the same absolute error as measurement 10.545 gram, true value 10.544 gram. So absolute error, that is 0.001, relative error expressed in PPT 0.094. Then secondly 0.105 measurement in gram, true value 0.104. So the absolute value 0.001 and the relative error, that is 9.6. So by using E is equal to O minus T, we can calculate absolute value, absolute error, and absolute error divided by true value multiplied by 100 gives relative error, that is expressed in terms of parts per thousand and also in percentage. So here these are expressed in parts per thousand. So the absolute error divided by true value multiplied by 1000. While the errors, absolute errors are equal, the relative errors show that the first measurement is relatively more accurate than the latter. So here the absolute error values, these are same 0.001, so that the equal values of absolute error indicates that the first measurement is relatively more accurate than the latter, because the relative error here 0.094 and for the second, that is 9.6, so that the first measurement is relatively more accurate than the latter. Let us solve one example relative to this topic. From the following data, for certain measurements, calculate absolute and relative error. So already we have studied accuracy can be expressed in terms of absolute error and relative error. So how we can calculate the absolute error and relative error for the certain measurements? So set first, it gives true values and observed values, that is 512.4 and observed value is 512.7. Second set, true value is 0.123 and observed value is 0.122. So how we can find out the absolute error? We know that absolute error is equal to true value minus observed value. The absolute error is the difference between the true value and observed value or measured value with regard to sign. So first we can calculate the absolute error by using E is equal to O minus T. So we have true value 512.4, observed value 512.7. So what is absolute error? We get 0.3. Then by using this we can also find out the relative error. So we have the formula, that is absolute error divided by true value is called relative error. So relative error is expressed in terms of percentage or in parts per thousand. Relative error is equal to absolute error divided by true value into 100. So that we have the absolute error 0.3, true value is 512.4, which is multiplied by 100. So relative error, that is 0.0585% for the first set. Similarly, we can find out for the second set. Here also the true value is given 0.123, observed value 0.122. So absolute error, it is the difference between true value and observed value. We can find out absolute error, that is 0.001. As we have the absolute error, the relative error is calculated by formulae, that is absolute error divided by true value, and it is expressed in terms of percentage or parts per thousand. So that relative error is equal to absolute error divided by true value into 100. So absolute error obtained, that is 0.001, and the true value, it is 0.123, multiplied by 100. The relative error is 0.813%, as it is expressed in terms of percentage. So it is for the second set. Second example, the actual length of a field is 500 feet. A measuring instrument, it shows the length to be 508 feet. So find out the absolute error in the measured length of the field and the relative error in the measured length of the field. So already we know that absolute error is the difference between the true value and measured value or observed value. So by using these two values, we can calculate the absolute error, that is 508 minus 500, 8 feet, that is the absolute error. As we have the absolute error, we can also find out relative error. It is calculated by absolute error divided by true value and multiplied by 100. So that we get absolute error 8 divided by 500, that is true value, and it is multiplied by 100. So that by using that calculation, we get relative error. This one is 1.6%. So very easy numericals are there related to absolute error and also relative error. Now, what are the different methods of expressing precision? There are many different ways to express precision of measurement. Out of these, only few have some statistical basis. So some of the terms used to describe precision have been mentioned below. So what are that? First of all, deviation. So what is deviation? The numerical difference between an individual result and the mean or the average of the result is called deviation. It also have no sign. Deviation can be calculated by using this equation. So the numerical difference between an individual result and the mean or the average of the result is called deviation. It has no sign. It is represented by this symbol, that is delta. So where x is here, value of individual result, and this x bar, that is mean value of the result or the average value of the result. So if we have the values of x and x bar, that is the value of individual result and mean value of the result, then we can find out the deviation. So 2.3 value of x, 2.5, that is the value of x bar, mean value of the result. So that x minus x bar, we get deviation, that is 0.2. So very simple. the numerical difference between an individual result and the mean or the average of the result is called deviation. So to express precision of measurement, one of the statistical method, that is deviation. Then second one, average deviation or mean deviation. The average of all deviations for the members of a set of data without regard to the sign is called average deviation. It is also called mean deviation. So it is given by this equation: delta bar is equal to delta 1 plus delta 2 plus delta 3 up to delta n divided by n, where n is equal to number of measurements, and these are delta 1 plus delta 2 up to delta n. These are the deviations of individual measurements. So the average of all deviations for the members of a set of data without regard to the sign is called average deviation or mean deviation. So delta bar is calculated by using this equation. So if we consider such an example, we have the values of delta 1 plus delta 2 plus delta 3 like that, and also n, that is number of measurements. So we can calculate average deviation or mean deviation, that is 0.2 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.2 is equal to, is divided by 4, that is number of measurements. So by using that we get delta bar is equal to 0.15. This one is the mean deviation or average deviation. Next to that, standard deviation. Standard deviation is a meaningful statistical term which is also used to express precision. So what is standard deviation? It is defined as the square root of the sum of the squares of the squares of the deviations divided by 1 less than the number of measurements in the set. Alternatively, it can also be defined as the square root of the arithmetic mean of the squares of the individual deviations. So it is represented by S, which is given by this formula, that is S is equal to under root of delta 1 square plus delta 2 square plus delta 3 square up to delta n square divided by n minus 1, where S is standard deviation, n that is equal to number of measurements, and n minus 1 that is number of deviations, and delta 1 plus delta 2 plus delta 3, these are the measurements of the individual deviations. So by using this formula we can find out standard deviation. So standard deviation, it is a meaningful statistical term used to express precision. It is defined as the square root of the sum of the squares of the deviations divided by 1 less than the number of measurements in the set, that is n minus 1. Also, standard deviation as the square root of the arithmetic mean of the squares of the individual deviation. Then relative mean deviation and relative standard deviation. So relative mean deviation is more informative as regards accuracy and precision. So there is no particular symbol which is used for this term. It is also known as relative standard deviation. During the discussion of accuracy and precision, standard deviation has limited significance and relative mean deviation is more informative as regards accuracy and precision. So what is relative mean deviation? The average deviation divided by the mean value of the result is called relative mean deviation. So it is expressed in percentage or in parts per thousand. So relative mean deviation is equal to average deviation divided by mean value of result multiplied by 100 or multiplied by 1000. If it is expressed in percentage, so it is multiplied by 100, or if it is expressed in parts per thousand, multiplied by 1000. So relative mean deviation is equal to delta bar divided by x bar multiplied by 100. So that is average deviation, and this one is mean value of result. So by using the ratio of average deviation and mean value of result multiplied by 100, we get relative mean deviation. If we have the value of average deviation and mean value of result, we can calculate relative mean deviation. So that is average deviation 0.11 divided by mean value of result, that is 52.42. It is multiplied by 100, we get relative mean deviation 0.2098%. Second example, relative mean deviation is equal to 0.11 divided by 12.42 into 100, then 0.88%, it is relative mean deviation. So here 0.11, that is delta bar, and 12.42, it is x bar, that is mean value of result x bar. So we have studied the methods of expressing accuracy and precision. Accuracy is expressed in terms of absolute error and relative error, whereas precision is expressed in terms of mean deviation. So the different methods which are used to express accuracy and precision we have studied in detail. In next lecture we will study the classification of errors. Thank you.